Captain on the bridge.
Alright, Captains, we are back here on the bridge, and today, yes, we got some things to go over from the Star Trek Online X feed, so on screen. Yes, Captains, before we get into this video, do us a huge favor and hit that like button to help the overall channel out. But also, if you're new here, welcome. Consider subscribing here to the YouTube bridge, where we're always on the lookout for like-minded captains to share our love, passion for Star Trek Online, but also things Star Trek. Now that said, here we go. Captains, you've already seen the thumbnail, but first things first, we're going to go over the latest here from the Stowe X feed, drop the 2 ECs, and then at the end give our conclusion. So first up, a discount of 15% on keys, and the keyring bundle is now live for a limited time on PC. So we're a little late to this, but we'll read it now. So 15% off. So any wise captain that knows when this sale good comes your way, it's best to take advantage of it. We're pleased to announce that Ferengi merchants are putting a 15% sale on keys from November 14th to the 18th. So we still have a day as the drop of this video. 15% sale is not the best. I'd say wait for 25, 30, 35, but if you have the resources, if you've been waiting, here you go. I've said this before, I'll say it again. If you're thinking of buying the keys to open boxes, don't. Buy the keys in general. Buy the keys when they're on sale. Wait for the sale to be over. Post the keys on the exchange for, of course, as high as amount you can. Rinse and repeat until you have enough EC, and then buy the ship outright on the exchange. This may take a while, but this is guaranteed, as opposed to gambling on buying these keys, opening boxes, and then getting nothing. I've seen too many captains open boxes and get nothing, except an inventory full of things. Now, if you're also opening the boxes for low buy to get the low buy, that's fine. Hopefully, there's that chance then you get that ship, but don't open the boxes for the ship, is our advice. Okay, so next thing as well here, for limited time only starting today, players will be able to purchase the keyring bundle as well. There you go. This is a special pack that includes 20 of the master keys for 2,250 Zen. And of course, that also comes in a single ultimate tech upgrade that you can use to upgrade your things. So again, this promotional sale for this is from the 14th, and it's going to end on the 18th. It's just tomorrow as the post of this video. There's that. Next up, the lifetime subscription for Star Trek Online comes with many benefits, and it is now 50% off the limited time on all platforms. So captains on all platforms can save 50% off on a lifetime subscription for a limited time, and then 33% on it for a little longer time. So hailing all captains, we are pleased to announce a sale on the lifetime subscription starting November 15th, and it goes to the 19th. Star Trek Online lifetime subscription will be 50% off on all platforms from November 19th again to December 23rd. The subscriptions will still be on sale, bringing the price down from $100 to $199 on PC, and then discounting the subscription by 33% on console. Now's the perfect time to pick up a lifetime subscription to Stowe. Now, we'll quickly plug this in here. As captains, you know Deca is taking over Stowe, and yes, it is a valid question to ask, is it worth buying a lifetime subscription for Stowe? I'm gonna still say yes, and I think that has to do with the thumbnail you already saw in the beginning of this video, Caps, or why you clicked on this video. Star Trek Online still has so much potential to bring in stuff from canon into Stowe, and we're seeing that. We're definitely seeing that. With the addition of what we're going to go over here in a bit, I think that's a great indication to show the health of this game. Now, this transition period right now that we're in is very weird because, one, we've just lost our community manager. We have no communications from them really at this point, but I think that's going to change. But we have to give it time. We have to be patient. I'm going to choose to give it time. I'm going to choose to be patient. I know Star Trek Online is not a perfect game by any means, but it's the only game out right now that you can experience what we're experiencing in STO. Be your own captain, fly your own ships, make your own crew, and be a part of the Star Trek universe the way STO is making us a part of the universe. So I say that to say again, answering the question I said, is it worth, or asked, is it worth now at this point in time to still buy this? I think yes. On PC, let me clear that up, on PC. For me at least, because on PC you get a monthly stipend, 500 Zen. And I think I worked that out. It's going to take 2.5 years to get the price of the lifetime subscription back in cost of terms of Zen. And that's just the Zen part. That doesn't include all of the benefits you get. Now, this picture here of the ship, the Manticore, is a ship that you get being an LTS member, along with 3 other ships from the Romulan faction, the KDF faction, and the Gamma Quadrant faction, the Jem'Hadar. Thank you. There, the Jem'Hadar. So 4 ships you get, veteran ships, just from the left. I think it's worth it. That's again on top of the stipend, and then even more. Now the even more part, of course, is all the details here. Now I did a video on this already about a year ago. I suggest captains you go over that in terms of that, but regardless, this will be in the description below. So when you hit subscribe now, you'll be brought here to the ARC store, and it will show you where you can buy it. You can buy it through here. Now for console, in terms of the console, you don't get that monthly 500 Zen. You don't. So that's why I don't think it's worth it. But again, clicking on that, you get here all the benefits here. We're not going to go over this, but it's going to be here when you click on this link, and of course you can buy it from here, that link that we clicked on. So I think it is still worth it. I think STO still has a good 5-10 years life in it. I would be loved to playing Star Trek Online well into my 50s. I'm 43 right now, because that's how much I love Star Trek. I always come to Star Trek Online at the end of the day to just wind down and be the captain of my ship. Do little pews with my fellow captains. This is the place to do it. There's no other game that will allow you to do it at this level, in my opinion. So there's that, captains. Like I said, I'll leave this in the description below for you guys to go over. But yes, I do highly recommend it to have a read here on what you can get and gain from the LTS. And if it's something you've been saving for, well, then now is the time to do so. So there is that. Next up. So, attention captains, this is Q with a beautiful present for you all. Now, this was also sent to me by Id, thank you. Shout out to you, my cap, for sending this to me. This Monday, at 12 p.m. Pacific time, I will be invading your Tribble test server, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. I will appear at Deep Space Nine and drown you in an invasion of your worst nightmares. Why? To show more. Nothing really than just a picture of the Q there. So, oh, sorry, because I'm bored, that's why. That's it. He's going to do that. Now, this is a stress test that they've been doing over the last couple of years. I've been a part of one of them. I can't be a part of this one, unfortunately, because at this time we are at work. So, we're at work and we can't actually join. Now, for the most part, when it comes to the test server Tribble, now this is of course only on PC, and this is something that you have to have a character on the Tribble. And how you do that is you have to go here to this Star Trek Online test server. How do I access a public test server and transfer a character to it? Well, this is the steps on how to do so. So it's pretty is easy. I'll of course leave the link here in the description below for this. You click on that, and you head over here, you sign in your password, and then boom, you'll be led to a screen where you actually have to pick which tune you want to transfer to the server, and it does it pretty much automatically. With it, it's like instant, really. I just did it again here. Now, if you haven't patched Tribble in a while, mine took about, I'd like to think about 20 minutes, but some said 15, so it's gonna be a while because I haven't patched Tribble in years. So this is something that you can definitely be a part of, but you have to update it, and I would suggest doing it a day before or about an hour before if you decide to change or start to join this little stress test. And it's fun. Sometimes they just throw a bunch of board cubes at you, a bunch of V-Rexes if it's on the ground map, so it's a lot of fun. Some people also take a video of it, and unfortunately, like I said, we can't join it just because we will be at work. So hopefully, captains, we'll see some screenshots or videos of those caps who get to join us, and we'll go overlook that as well here on the channel. So there is that. Lastly, from the X feed here, now this is something that we've covered here in the last couple, at least in the last week. So console captains, the free lower decks cosmetic items will be coming to console at a later date. So we said that they were missing, they were going to get it free with the launch of the Typhoon event, but we didn't. And we made a follow-up video after that saying, yeah, it's not there, Deca, what's up? At least now we're getting communication saying it's going to be at a later date. There was a technical issue that prevented them launching with the season, but we'll get you information on their release as soon as possible. So again, I said it earlier in the video, we're in a very weird time with the communication from Star Trek Online because of them letting go of staff, Deca taking over. So again, I choose to be patient. I choose to just wait for the communication when it comes, but it doesn't mean that we're going to stop asking, hey, where are you guys? Hey, what's going on with this? Because at least they'll see that, hopefully, and then know that us captains are waiting for the communication from them. So there is that from the X feed. Lastly, what I want to do, and you captains, you've already seen it in the thumbnail, is we're going to head over to the Tribble test server. Why? We're going to have a look at the new ESD and Soul Mess. So bear with me. We're going to just turn all of this off here. Turn this screen off. And then turn on the Stowe Tribble map. And bam! There you go. We're actually going to also turn off everything here that you see on the screen that we use whenever we're recording videos, just to get a better look at the map. But yes, we are now on the Tribble test server, and let me tell you, caps, this is amazing. This is absolutely amazing that we're getting the Starbase from Star Trek Picard as our new ESD. Like, look at that. Now, I don't think it is completed because it doesn't look very well lit. It just kind of looks dark. I know that there's lights on it, but it just doesn't seem very lit. It just kind of looks gray and dead almost. But the bay doors are still work. When I flew up to it, it's still opened. Now these pods here, those doors don't open, which, yeah, as you can see, we're flying through it. But regardless, there she is. That is the new. Now, couple of things here. She's a lot shorter than the other ESD, and that's okay because we get a little bit more oomph here in terms of the pod sticking out from it. But it's okay. I mean, I think with a little bit more lighting, she's gonna look pretty good, and we'll go over that in a bit as well. But The one thing that I've noticed right off the bat here too as well on this new map, other than of course the new ESD, which looks great, still saying it looks great, is this. Look at the Earth. Like, holy gee, that is massive. I love the scaling of the Earth. And it is actually rotating. So that is one of the coolest things I've ever seen here in Star Trek Online. And not to take away from it, I know I just said it's the coolest, but unfortunately, we can no longer fly above, around, and or below it because now this is just a part of the background of the map. Now, years ago when I started, one of our meetup places was the moon, which was a very short distance from the Earth. But when they updated the map to what we know now, they took that feature out, and now they're also taking this feature out. Well, and again, it's a minor gripe, and as you can see here, as we go towards the end of the map, we've already reached it. That is as far as we can go on the map when it comes to the Earth, which again looks amazing. I cannot take that away from what they're making it look here, and I get how it looks here. There's the sun, there's the bright side of the Earth, and then of course you have the dark side. But I would have loved to have been able to just actually fly around the Earth. I don't know, there's times when I've logged on and I just flew around the Earth just because make me feel like, again, I'm on my ship just flying around there. It's amazing. Now I will say it does look a little bit dark, the whole map itself. So hopefully they change it. When you compare it to the ESD that is currently on the live server, it's very bright. There's blue glows there, and I hope they put that blue glow as well on the starbase, but most importantly, the Earth. That blue marble picture that you see on Google, that's exactly what I have in mind when I think of the Earth. But right now, it's just kind of brownish, little green thrown there with the white clouds. So you do have that blue glow of the ozone layer there, which is great. But I think they should really make this system pop more is make this more bluish, make the lighting here a little bit more brighter. Because right now this reminds me of the map of Wolf 359, the museum there. It's kind of dark there, and I just I think that it'd be better if they actually made the whole map brighter. Now, the other thing to note, when we're able to fly around the Earth, you caps know where the McKinley station is, usually kind of above Northwest Territories there. They've moved that on this map here, but just closer now to ESD. Whether it's supposed to be here, not sure. Not sure. But it is here. Where'd it go? Right there. We're gonna go to, but again, look how kind of dark it is here. I really do hope they do make it brighter. At least as bright as the current ESD Sol map is. So there's McKinley Station. It's still here. They put it closer. Whether it's supposed to be here, who knows? Now, there was also a bunch of stations there around the Earth there. Like, if you left ESD and kind of flew around this direction, you would see a bunch of other, like you see another station there. That is no longer here, I don't believe, which is unfortunate. I do hope that gets added on somewhere on the map here still. But they did also move the captain's table, which is now over here. It used to be kind of around this area here, near the dock station, just in front of it. But now they moved it more in this area of the map here, which you can see. And of course the moon is still over there. So that's still here. So again, this is on Tribble. Nothing's finished. But man, captains, when you take that off, and let's just pause here for a bit. And look at that. Captains, that looks absolutely amazing. And it's going to look even better if they improve the lighting here, in my opinion. Like that's all they got to do is just kind of improve the lighting here. But this is going to be a great spot to take some great selfies, in my opinion. Selfies, captains, are selfies with your ships, of course. Your ship selfies. So it looks great. It really does. I just want more lighting. Now, having said that, we're going to quickly go actually dock at ESD here, because there's a couple of things that we noticed too as well. We're gonna just approach station and then dock. So in this map here, or on this map I should say, going to where the ships are, look at that. Captain, see that? The Temporal Battlecruiser Typhoon is actually there now. Of course, you have the Protostar there. Now you have the, well, not now, but you have the Avenger there. I didn't notice that before, so I think that's going to be new, is the Temporal Typhoon there joining ESD there. And of course, you got the Stargazer there, which is absolutely awesome. The Vesta, I believe, there. So this ship will probably change, of course, with any new promo ships, but that definitely has been there for a while. So I just thought I'd notice that because that was awesome. And we're going to have another look at that in a bit here, because we found some shenanigans, and we're going to share that shenanigans, especially to those captains that can actually go here to Tribble, because I think you'll have a little fun with that. Now, we're going to head over to Quinn's office. This area here, because you can see they actually also changed the map here to have the new ESD look here. And of course, of where all, stating where all the other things are. So you have subspace communications, transported relays, docking bay, auxiliary docking bays, the crew living quarters, hospital complex. I like this. I absolutely love this here, and that's there for you. Now, on the current live server, usually you're able to see the ships here that are docked in ESD, but they're changing it to this map. But at this point too as well, I want to show this. They're also showing, of course, the new station here. But look at this view. This is kind of why we wanted to look at that view. That is, it looks good. Again, if they just make this more blue, I think it will just, to me, I know I'm harping on that, but I think it would just go a mile in just terms of making this even look better than it is, in my opinion. Now, to the shenanigans. Well, what's the shenanigans? Well, no, there's one shenanigans there. The floor is just missing there altogether. But, captains, check this out. If you go, of course, to Admiral Quinn's office and go to your left, look, there's a door. Missing. And then you go through, well, now you're in shenanigans land. And you're actually like in the map here. So if you go here, follow this path, you kind of fall down and look where you end up. You end up here, and you actually get a kind of a better look at the ships here. Again, the Protostar, the Gagarin, and there's the Typhoon, Stargazer, the Vesta, Avenger, the Olympic, the I can't remember the ship. Captains, let me know. I'm in the description below. But there's that, the Tran, I think it's the Tran. But I thought this beach. Now, you can't go to the ships, because really what is happening is I'm behind a wall here right now. This will not, I'm pretty sure there are captains who can figure it out, but right now that's where the shenanigans I am. And if I try to go any further, it'll actually just transport me back to the main transporter pad here. So now I'm not sure if they're going to change this logo here to the new map. Having said that, I kind of hope we don't lose this starbase and it's actually put somewhere else where we can go visit. Maybe the Anthem Prime Museum would be great. That's what we saw in Star Trek Picard. Now, this iteration of ESD, of course, is the newer one. And I kind of would have hoped that the old map would have been in the lower levels, which is not, unfortunately, because I thought that'd be pretty cool. I don't think we're gonna get a new ESD map, in my opinion, but that's not to say that the anniversary the anniversary event here that we get upcoming in next year, 2025, will involve of course the new map, and that's when we'll get this map. Because the other thing that we wanted to talk about is, well, when are we going to get this, right? This is on the Tribble server. It's a work in progress. When can we see this? Since we didn't get a new episode here this year at the end of 2024, so let's go back to the ship here. I believe we're gonna get this new ESD and new soul map in 2025 with a drop of the anniversary event. So, which is a lot of time, but really right now we're in November already, going to December, and that usually is February when the event is. So I'm excited for this. I hope they do make the improvements that I'd mentioned here in this video, because I think it would add a lot in terms of making this map look even more beautiful and gorgeous. And I'm super, super thrilled and happy that we're getting this in-game, because, again, to me, this shows the dedication to Star Trek Online. It's showing the dedication right now that this game is going to be getting updates and will continue getting updates under Deca. It may take a while, but I choose to be patient. And I think once this is in game, we're going to be really, really happy, because I'm happy with it right now. Again, whether they lighten it up or not, even if we get this, I'll be okay with it at the end of the day, because this is a great, it looks really good in my opinion. I do have my gripes, as I mentioned, but at the end of the day, this is an overall win for Star Trek Online, in my opinion, because we're getting, again, what we saw in Star Trek Online here, or sorry, Star Trek Picard here in Star Trek Online, which is awesome, because I said it right now, Star Trek Online is definitely tied to the hip with Star Trek, and to see the ships go to Star Trek and to see the Star Trek stuff go here in Star Trek Online is just a dream come true, really, captains. It really is. Like, ships coming into Star Trek Online was great, but now having like the new Starbase come in, which has prompted a new Earth and all that stuff, it's just a great time for Stowe. I know it's kind of a weird also time for Stowe, but still, with all of what happened in the last couple of years, I still think and believe that Star Trek Online is here to stay and has many more years left in her. So I know I've just been kind of ranting here, but I can't help it, Caps. Like I said, we have a passion for Star Trek Online, and we love sharing it here on the bridge with you when we can. So that's gonna be the video. Caps, do us a huge favor, hit the like button, comment below, let us know your thoughts so far on what you think of the new ESD, of the new Earth, maybe suggestions you may have. I'd like to know in the comments below. But also, if you're new here, consider subscribing here to the YouTube bridge, and we'll leave it on this note.
Live long and prosper.